we'll review the top 10 hands I played during the first week of my 50k hands challenge in 5NL. I really hope you will enjoy that. As you can see on that graph, we managed to play around 3000 N during the first week. I didn't play as much as I wanted to, but actually the result is quite good. We won 20 big blind for 100 Ns. That brings the win rate around 6 buy-in, and everything's bringing our bankroll to 130 euros. Let's move on to the review. Here we have 7-6 suited at the small blind, under the gun limped. Table are beautiful. We will authorize that end, and the big blind call, and under the gun folded. On that board, that advantage, largely my range, I will see bet with a high frequency. The idea to second barrel lot of turn. On that one, I don't think I have a lot. I have more fold equity than on the flop. So the idea is mainly to check here and see if we can bluff on the river. And okay, my opponent check back, so in my opinion his range is capped here to a pocket pair or some Broadway like king queen, queen jack. And the idea on the river is to make fold this end. So I polarized myself and I overbetted 2 or 3 times the pot. And unfortunately, we got called by a 10, which is absolutely normal. But I don't expect very often my opponent to check back on the turn with that hand. We have pair of jack at the small blind. Here we have a big whale at the table, 89-29. The goal is to isolate that guy. So here I will use a bigger sizing than usual. My usual sizing is 4.5 big blind, and here I really want to increase that size. I could even ISO raise like 10 big blind. I think 6 is not enough. And we got min raised by Naruto Sakura. Here I don't see any other solution than shoving. Calling is also okay, but this guy is also not good. I'm really happy to go all in. And we face aces, unfortunately, and we lose that stack. Here we have ace king. We are 200 big blind deep. Okay, with an open raiser that we will free bet. Okay, I would free bet. Okay, I like my size, but I think I could free bet more expensive, as it looks like he's never folding to free bet. He's calling 82%. But that's okay. And we got 4 bets. Here we could shove, we could call. I prefer to call suited ends. But against a regular player, I'm in position. I like calling my ace king off, I think it's okay. The flop queen 3-9, okay. Here we'll have a high frequency of c-bet, so I have to call, especially if my ace of spade. The turn is great, 5 of spade. No need for me to bet on the turn. I will just check back. Okay, and that's it to bet. Yeah, why not? I think during that hand I was thinking about making fold ace king, which might be a good idea. It's okay, why not? And we keep the aggression, and the idea is that we can easily check back on the river. So yeah, why not? And on that river, do we have enough value to take? Actually, I think I would bet small to get called by king queen, something like that. I would bet maybe 20 big blinds, something like that. Okay, I did something like that, and I got called by ace 9. Okay. Okay, I like the way I played the end. We could also check back on the turn. And I think it's important to value bet on the river, especially king queen. as a target, and sometimes some ace jack with jack of spade. Okay, nice. Here we have jack 7 at the big blind. The small blind open 4x, which I will consider as a recreative sizing. So here I'm calling with my jack 7 suited. The flop is wonderful for us. Our opponent decided to pot. Generally it means that he likes his hand, and if I remember correctly, he did that extremely fast. So the idea is just to raise on the flop and shove the turn. This is what I did. 24. We have kind of pot size bet on the turn. Okay, I would bet more expensive on the flop actually. But yeah, we shove on the turn, and we got called by king 7, unfortunately. Okay, this hand we have jack 10 suited. At the small blind, there is one open raiser that we will 3-bet. The board is a monocolor board, so I will mainly check on this texture. We check, he decides to bet 1/3. I have a clear call here, jack 10 suited. Okay, the turn is not great. Now we can make flush with one card. We check, and he decides to check back. So here that's very interesting. I don't think he would do that with ace of hearts. Sometimes with king of hearts, not at the time. So here by checking he's just capping his range. On the river there is no need to bluff, we still have some showdown with my pair of 10. So the idea is just to check. And here my opponent decided to bet half pot. I said that's extremely weird. On the turn he didn't bet, so he's capped, and on the river he's betting only half pot, which is a very weak sizing. So here I decided in bluff to just shove, and unfortunately I got called by king of hearts. Okay, here we have pair of 2 at the big blind. There is one open raiser, a caller at the button. So here we could fold, we could call. Both are okay, actually. I decide to call, the flop is great. So here is a situation where I will never check. I will always have a donk bet, multi-way pot when I flop nuts. So the idea is to donk and take everything from my opponents. So I decided to bet half pot. I could bet a little bigger, but that's fine. Turn is a 4, kind of blank. You have sometimes some ace-3 suited, that's not a lot. Here 2/3 on the turn looks great. And on the river, why not shoving? Yeah, imagine he has ace queen, king queen, queen jack. Maybe calling, and we represent a lot of natural bluff. And we got called by king queen. Awesome. And here we have kings at the big blind, wonderful. This guy, which looks like a recreative, is opening. Got call, so here we have a clear squeeze. I will use a big size, around 16, 17, yeah, perfect. We get raised. Aye. It smells bad, but unfortunately we have kings. There is no way we are folding here, so I just reshove. And we are facing aces. And the turn is beautiful, the king. And we win that. Second hand here, we have pair of 10 at the cutoff. So it's when I'm gonna open or free bet. As we have one limper here, I'm gonna isolate. This guy is a whale. I will use a big sizing. I could even bet bigger. And we got called also, but the small blind. Here the flop is quite great for us. He decided to bet small. Here I will just call. Many cards on the turn can be very problematic for our hand, especially a club, a king, and ace. So here the plan is just to call. The turn is beautiful for us. Now only queen jack beat us. Our opponent decided to bet. Here I don't think we should raise. We have kind of nuts here. We are in position, so just by calling the pot will be around 80 big blind. Even more if the other player is calling. So I don't need any reason to raise here. And the beautiful river, the quad, but that will change not a lot. He decided to bet one blind. Here we just have to shove. And we got called by aces and ace jack. First hand we've played, there is an open raiser under the gun. The hijack called. Here you have to notice that the hijack is a big whale. So the idea is to squeeze. We could even squeeze bigger, and the idea is to be isolated against Patat. Patat call, wonderful. We are playing 180 big blind deep. Here against a whale, I just want to fast play. So I'm gonna bet very expensive on the flop to have a pot size bet on the turn. The idea is to get called by club, by a 10, by ace 10, by overpair, by anything actually. So we bet it pot on the flop and we have a perfect pot size bet on the turn. And we got called by a flush draw. And it holded. Let's go. Really hope you enjoyed that video. If you have any question, please leave a comment, like that video and subscribe to my channel for the new content.